What is up, guys? We are back with another members poll gameplay where I asked the members of this channel which hero I should play against which villain. And for this week, the channel members voted for me to play Storm, and you guys also voted me to take on Mansion Attack here. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Angus Adams, one of my channel members that suggested I put in the horror module set here with Mansion Attack to create a haunted mansion type scenario. So we did replace the Mystique module set that is recommended and put in horror instead. But we do have the Brotherhood module set, which is required here for this scenario. So let's go ahead and shuffle up the encounter deck, and then we'll also get the scenario set up. Actually, let's go through the player deck here first. But yeah, thank you so much to all the channel members for y'all's continued support, and I'm really excited to try out this matchup here against Storm, which is a hero that I don't often play because of her upkeep. So I think we might have a little bit of a challenging game for me personally, just because of the upkeep with this scenario and with Storm. But yeah, this is a pool aspect deck here that I really want to try out for Storm. So basically, for the allies, we have Gambit, Angel, Shadowcat, Professor X, Colossus, Triage, and Beak, and Forge, of course. And then for the supports, we have X-Jet, Utopia, Avengers Mansion, Helicarrier, the three basic doubles. We have build support and superpower training, because I realized that Storm can actually throw these out on turn 1, even if she doesn't draw into ally with her weather control ability. And we have the three pool double resources right here to help us pay for all of our expensive cards and Storm's upgrades and all that stuff. Tic-tac-toe, not my responsibility. Stick to itiveness for another ready. With the healing factor here, we have Get Ragey, Cut Upper, Laser Swords, and Live Dangerous here for this combo here to power up with Storm, because she can give all of the characters +1 attack, including herself, if we get the right weather in play here. So that is our pool aspect deck here for Storm. Let's shuffle up our deck, and we're going to go ahead and get this scenario on the road here. Yeah, so the reason why I think this may be a little bit challenging for me is that upkeep is not my biggest strength, and Storm has a lot of upkeep here because of the environments. So she has these 4 different environment cards, and they apply permanent effects to every single character that's in play. So like, for example, Hurricane gives each character Retaliate 1, so I gotta remember that. And then also here, there's gonna be some more permanent stuff going on with Mansion Attack. So we're just stacking on like environments I got remember stuff with other environments I got remember stuff. So hopefully I can remember everything. I'm gonna be very conscious this game and try to make sure I don't make any mistakes here. So okay, we're all shuffled up here for Storm's deck, and then let me see. So we start off an alter ego. We're gonna be right up here. We have 10 hit points, and then we have these 4 weather supports here basically, and then Blizzard, Thunderstorm, Hurricane, and Clear Skies. They each have a special which triggers with certain cards that Storm has, and they also all have a permanent effect. So with our setup here, we choose support from the weather deck and put it in place. So let's just go ahead and do, I think I always do Blizzard here, because the special here we don't ever want to trigger during the player turn, and then Storm's ability can switch into another one and trigger it, right? So we just want to start off with Blizzard here. So permanent effect is each character gets -1 attack. So we're all set up here, and let's go ahead and do the setup for the main scheme stage 1B. So setup is to put the Save the School permanent environment in place. So we have this right here. Shuffle all copies of main scheme 2A and stack them under the scheme. And then shuffle the villains together without looking to create the villain deck. The top card of this deck is in play. Top card of this deck is in play. Okay, so we're going to shuffle all the stage 2As here. And then we're just going to create a stack of these main scheme stage 2As beneath this main scheme stage 1A. Okay, so we have this here. And then we put the Save the School environment in play, which is this right here. So after the villain is defeated, because we have 4 different villains here for Mansion Attack. If there are X villains in victory display, the players win the game. I believe in X mode we need to defeat 3 of these guys to win, so we got to kill 3 of the 4 Brotherhood mutants here. And then otherwise, so if we don't win the game, we deal each player an encounter card whenever we defeat a villain and review the next one. If a minion with the same title as a new villain engage with the player, discard that minion and the villain activates against that player. Okay, all right, so for setup here, it also says to shuffle these 4 villains here without looking. Yeah, so, oh yeah, we have side A for standard, and since we're doing expert, we're gonna do side B here. So unfortunately, we can see them, so we're just kind of like shuffle up here without looking. Let's do like 3 shuffle like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we start off here with Blob, and then we don't know the other order of what's behind Blob after we defeat him. And then here, let's see, we advance the main scheme now to stage 1B, It says one review, do you each player face on counter card? So we are shuffled here, we get a face on counter card. And advance to the next card in the main scheme deck. Add this card to victory display. So this goes into victory display here. And then we'll just put that somewhere aside. And then we advance this to stage 2B. And it says each ally in main gains toughness. When this scheme is added to victory display, we advance to the next card in the main scheme deck, which we don't know what it is. And if there are 3 main schemes in victory display, then we lose the game. There's already 1 here. So we lose this one and lose another one, then we lose the game. So let's put this here. Try to fit everything in there. Okay. All right. So we don't know the order of the main schemes or the villains here. All right. So Blob's gonna come in here with 19 health, and then okay. Ooh, I gotta remember to do that thing. Okay. So he gets a tough stats card on his hit points over here, and then force response after Blob attacks and damages the character, you send that character, but only if he damages that character, right? And then main scheme will start off with 1 per player threat. If it hits 7, we lose the game. Each ally in main gains toughness. So I gotta remember that. And then for the save the school, let me see. We don't do anything else with that right there. Okay, I think we're good here for a setup. Okay, so we have a phase icon card to start off the scenario. Let's go and get started. We're gonna drop to our hands this here of 6 in Ultra Eagle and see what we get. Okay, I want to pull a triple here with this helicarrier. We didn't get it, but we got Forge. I think I still hold on to helicarrier. Blob attacks and damage character. Yeah, I think we toss everything else here though. Yeah, let's mulligan this card. 4 cards. I would really like to get a player side scheme or like a resource card. Draw 4 more. Ah, we didn't get anything. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Let's see. We have X though, which can give us confusion and allow us to flip down. Ooh man, a player side scheme would be really nice here. I think I don't even play X right now, right? Because if I helicarrier Forge, I mean that's always an option. Okay, let's go and get started here. We're gonna flip up here to hero form. All right, which one? I think I want to get rid of Stalwart now, and then we can draw a card. So we're gonna use our weather control, which is our action. Swap your weather support and play with the weather support of your choice from the weather deck. We're gonna pick Clear Skies here. So it is a support here. Each character gains Stalwart. As a special, we draw a card. It also says here to resolve special ability on your weather support play, so we get to draw that card here. Come on, resource. Ooh, okay. All right, guys, we got the resource now. So now we're rolling. Okay, all right. That changes everything here. Okay, so self-control here says double the number of resources this card generates if your identity has sustained less than 5 damage, and triple it if you have sustained no damage. Well, we're at full life here, so this is a triple resource. Let's use a triple here to play as a helicarrier. It's a 3-cost support. We'd exhaust it to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. Okay, so for sure I want to get down Forge, and I could also play Utopia. What else we got going on here? Because I have Weather Goddess, which can swap the weather support with a support of my choice. So do I want to do that? No, because then I lose a resource in my hand. Yeah, okay. So all we do here is we exhaust helicarrier to reduce the cost and sort of play by 1. So Forge is 1 cost. 1 resource here to play Forge. After Forge enters play, we search your deck and discard pile for X-Men or X for support and add to your hand. Let's get our trusty Utopia here. Add that to our hand, and we're gonna shuffle up here. Utopia is an X-Men support with that X-Men trait right there. We'll shuffle up our deck, and then we can hold on to Professor X here for next turn. But this turn, what we'll do is use 2 resources here, so we can play Utopia. So the 2-cost support. If each of your allies has X-Men trait, increase your ally limit by 1. And after an X-Men ally enters play, we exhaust Utopia to write up another X-Men character. Okay. I almost forgot already. Each ally in main gains toughness, so Forge does come with a tough stats card actually. So actually, I think I just have him block here for the hit instead of activating with him. So Storm will just store for 1. We'll clear off the main scheme, and that's gonna end our turn. Let's write up here. So Forge will block for Storm. All right, we're gonna draw back up to hands as a 5. Hold on to Professor X. Get another resource card. Come on. Okay, we didn't get it here. Oof, okay, this is a little bit rough here. Actually, we have Weather Goddess, and we have our hero ability, so yeah, we can. Oh, I can't swap back to Clear Skies to draw another card, unfortunately, right? If I play X-Jet, I'll be short for X. All right, that's okay. So it is a Blob's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us here with a base of 2. He gets a face down boost card. Oops, grab 2 cards on accident. So 1 face down boost card here. After he attacks and damages characters on that character, forge to exhaust to defend. He's hitting with a base of 2, gets a boost here of 2, so 4 damage. Knocks off the tough from Forge, and since Forge was never damaged, he will not get stunned. Then Blob will deal us a face down counter card here for a total of 2. So hopefully we don't get a min because they all come in with toughness. First one is claustrophobia. Flip to alter ego form. You cannot change forms. As alter action exhausts Storm to remove this card from the game. Last encounter card, it's under fire. Okay, so when reviewed, review top card of the encounter deck, which is the Kraken here. Okay, so we got our horror monster now. After Kraken activates, each other character takes 1 damage, and when defeated, each friendly character heals a damage. He does come with a tough stats card because of the basketball court here. It's permanent environment. And then, okay, now the under fire will surge into an assault. This card will surge if we're in alter ego, which we are in, so it's going to surge here again. We're going to get another encounter card. Pyromaniac. Pyro activates against you. If he's not in play, search the encounter and discard power for the Pyro minion and review him. Okay, so we're going to look through here for Pyro. Oof, so we got another minion that's going to come with toughness here. Pyromaniac. No, there's Pyro. Okay, so... Alright, then we'll shuffle this up. Okay, so Pyro's going to engage us. He isn't doing it right now. He does come with toughness. That is actually ending to be really nasty right now. After Pyro attacks you, discard top 2 cards of your deck. Take 1 direct damage for each printed resource icon discard this way. Yeah, it's not great. Okay, so that's going to end, Blob's turn. And it's back over to our turn here. Okay, so that resolves this. Okay, so we cannot we cannot change forms unless we get rid of this. So let's get rid of it. We're gonna use our alter action, exhaust Aurora Monroe to remove this card from the game. Okay, so no more claustrophobia. Okay. Well, that's good. That's a really nasty obligation, especially if we get like a exhaustion. Then we're kind of just done. Okay, I'm in alter ego here, but I don't have the extra hand size of being alter ego. I can ready back up with Utopia, but that doesn't really help, huh? I can trigger Thunderstorm to do damage, and then change to retaliate after. It's probably going to be the better play. And we can knock off all these toughs. Okay, let's flip up here to hero form. We're going to play our we're going to use our weather control. Action, swap your weather support in play with a different choice. So we're going to swap over to Thunderstorm here. With this weather support, each character gets +1 attack, and the special is to do 2 damage to enemy. We've triggered the special here with our hero ability. So we're going to do 2 damage. Actually, Kraken's ability could do 1 damage and knock off toughs from Pyro. Okay, I want to kill one of them right now. Let me think here. If I do 2 there, if I play X, he has 1 attack. Storm has 3. So we could take out Pyro here. I think that's the play. Kraken deals 1 damage. Let me see. After he activates each other, so he won't take the 1 damage, so we can retaliate off the tough. Okay, we're gonna put the 2 damage on Pyro because I don't think I can defeat Kraken anyway. So we'll knock off the tough and Pyro. Okay, then we're going to exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card we play by 1. So Professor X is only 2 costs. This would be 2 resources right here, so we can play good old Professor X. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We're gonna pick the one to confuse the villain. I think the confuse is always gonna be viable here. And then X will come with toughness because of the environment. Okay, so it says here each character gets +1 attack. Oh, I forgot. When we play X, we're going to trigger Utopia. When X-Men Out enters play, exhaust Utopia to write up another X-Men character. Let's write up Storm. Okay, so with Thunderstorm, each character gets +1 attack. So X can exhaust a swing for 1 on Pyro here. And then X will take a constant damage and lose his tough stats card. Storm has 3 attack now with the +1 from Thunderstorm. So we're going to swing for 3 and we'll take Pyro out. So we defeated good old Pyro there. Okay. Then he took the constant damage already. I think that ends our turn. I could Weather Goddess here. Oh yeah, I do, because I want to swap to Retaliate to knock out the top. Okay, so we're going to play Weather Goddess here. Here, action, swap your weather support with the support of your choice from the weather deck and resolve its special. So we're going to play this. We can swap over to, which one? We're going to swap over to Hurricane now. So now each character gains Retaliate 1, and special, which we can trigger right now, is remove 2 there from a scheme. That will clear off the main. Okay, and I think that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Okay, I think I remember to do everything, which is good. All right, so we're gonna draw back up to 500 onto the X jet. Hopefully, we can get a resource. Okay, we got the resource card. Ooh, but I want to play all of this stuff too. Okay, all right, it's gonna be some tough decisions here. Oh, I can't clear this off now because I'm on Hurricane already. Actually, I have Beak though. That's fine. Okay, it is Blob's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. We're gonna block this. I think we always block with X, right? Yeah, because he's going to stun us. Yeah, so Professor X going to exhaust an defense attack. Blob's hitting with a base of 2, gets a boost card here of 1. And the villainous toad given additional boost card. It's not a toad, it's Blob. So just going to be 1 extra boost icon plus a 2, so 3 damage takes out Professor X. He would be stunned, but it doesn't matter because he's defeated. Okay, then Kraken's going to hit us here for 2. We're going to take it. So drop from 10 down to 8. Okay. After the Kraken activates, each other character takes 1 damage. So wait, first we're gonna trigger our Retaliate, right? Because we Retaliate 1, so we're gonna hit 1 back at the Kraken and knock off his tough status card. Okay, then his Force response here. So he just activated. Each other character takes a damage. So 1 damage on Forge, 1 on Storm brings it down to 7, and each character includes Blob. So 1 damage on Blob knocks off his tough status card. I think we remembered everything. Okay, now get that 1 face on counter card, which is Pyromaniac again. Pyro activates against you. If he's not in play, search the encounter and discard power for the Pyro minion and reveal him. Take it. Okay, so he just comes right back here, and he's gonna have that tough stats card again because each ally minion gains toughness. All right, all right, all right. So that's gonna resolve Pyromaniac. At least it doesn't activate. The toughs are kind of annoying though. Okay, back over to our turn. All right, let me think here. He doesn't activate, right? He activates against you. If he's not in play, we search and count discard power for him, and we just so we just review him there. Okay. All right, let me think here. Okay, I have double readies now because I can get another resource generator out. I think I have to go for the high tempo play and won't be able to play extra here. Storm's Crown, and then I can play Beak there. I could actually play the superpower training and save the X-Shed for a build support later on. I think that's gonna be the right play. Just have a clean hand. Yeah, I think we do that. Okay, let's. Yeah, this is just so good, right? The crown. Okay, we're gonna use a W right here, so we can play Storm's Crown. This is a 2-cost upgrade. We get +1 thwart as a constant effect. As a hero resource, we exhaust a crown to generate the printed resource on your weather support, which is currently a physical resource. Okay, so we want to do the thing to do damage. Let me think. If I were to control, say I do 2 damage to Kraken, I'm gonna have 3 attack. So then I can swing in, and we need 1 more damage, which would be from Beak here. I think we keep Forge to block. I can read it with Utopia though. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our weather control first. We're gonna swap your weather control with a different one in play. We're swapping with Thunderstorm now. So each character gets +1 attack. Special is to deal 2 damage to enemy. We're gonna hit Kraken here for 2. Okay, so we've got a damage to Kraken. Now we're going to exhaust a. Oh no, we're gonna swing here for 2, +1 attack with Thunderstorm, so it's gonna be a total of 3 damage on Kraken. So he now has 5 damage on him, just 1 life left. Okay. Next, we're going to exhaust a Helicarrier to reduce the cost. The next card we play by 1. Storm's Crown will generate the printed resource on your weather support, which is the energy. So we have a resource there to play the 1-cost Beak next to Helicarrier. So let's play Beak. When we play Beak, we can exhaust Utopia because he's an X-Men ally to ready up on our X-Men character, just ready Storm back up. And whenever Beak enters play, you can remove 1 threat from a scheme for each X-Men. Wait. Should I have just played this? Sorry guys, hold on. We're gonna. It's fine. We don't need to take it back because we just play this. It doesn't matter. Okay. So Beak enters play with toughness because of this thing. I should have played this before. I misplayed it. That's fine. This would be a resource so we can play superpower training. Oh, Beak. Sorry, I forgot. So we have 2 X-Men allies, so we're going to take 2/3 off the scheme. Let's clear off the main there. Okay, now we're going to use the resource here to play Superpower Training. It is a player's size pencil with 3 per player threat. And after we clear it off, we can search our deck and discard pile for a identity-specific upgrade, and then put it into play. Okay. So, I mean, we might as well just store on there a little bit. Okay, so Storm's gonna thwart 2 from here. And then we're gonna have Beak swing for 1, take out the Kraken. Beak will take a consequential damage. When defeated, each friendly character heals a damage. Okay, so Forge will heal a damage. Storm will heal a damage, go back up to 8 life. Beak will heal a damage, but he's already at full life. And then after he attacks, he'll take a consequential damage and lose his tough stats card. Okay, and that, so now Forge can activate actually. Oh, wait a minute. So why don't we have Forge store for 1? He'll clear off Superpower Training here. So all worked out anyways. It's a player size game here. It goes in Vigil's play when it's defeated. When defeated, each player starts their deck and discard out for an identity-specific upgrade and then put it into play. So I think it's a no-brainer. We're gonna get Storm's Cape here at the bottom of the deck. So it's 3-cost identity upgrade. We get +1 defense and we gain the aerial trait now. And then as a hero response, after you resolve the special ability on your weather support, we can exhaust the cape to ready Storm. So very powerful there. And we'll shuffle up here. Okay, we're like getting pretty well set up there. It all started with that triple pool resource that came in really clutch on that turn 1, thanks to Clear Skies and after the mulligan. Alright, and then Forge will take a consequential damage here, but he stays alive. And that is going to end our turn here. So now we have 2 readies and we have 2 pseudo resource generators as well. Okay, so let's write up everything and end our turn. And then it is, I got every character has +1 attack now. It is going to be Blob's turn here. So we are drawing back up to our hands as a 5. We got a triple, but we're not at enough life to utilize it though. Okay, it's Blob's turn here. He's going to add 1 to the main. He is going to attack us. He gets a face down boost card. We're going to block this hit with Forge. 2 boost here is if it's total, give an additional boost card. It's not total, so just 1 boost icon. 3 total damage will take out good old Forge. Okay, Pyro is going to hit us here for 0. But after he attacks this card, top 2 cards of your deck, take 1 direct damage for each printed resource icon. Oh man. Okay, so we're going to take his attack. It's going to do 0 damage to Storm. Oh no, it does 1 because of Thunderstorm. I forgot Blob should have done 4, which still takes out 4, so nothing would have changed. But +1 attack applies to the enemies as well. So he has 1 attack hitting Storm for 1. That brings us down to 7. Okay. After he attacks you, discard top 2 cards of your deck. Please no. Oh man. Okay. Take 1 indirect damage for each printed resource icon discarded this way. 1, 2, 3 because of the double. So we're going to take 3 indirect damage. We put on Storm, we lose our triple, and we just lost our healing factor as well, which is our big healing card. Dang. What do we do here? 3 indirect. I want Beak to knock off the tough. Okay, so we put the 3 indirect damage on Storm. That'll bring us from 7 down to 4. Okay, so we got to flip down and heal here. Then we get dealt 1 face down encounter card, which is Exhaustion. Okay, Exhaustion Identity, and it's going to surge. That's fine. We have the readies here. So Exhaustion will surge into Shadow the Past. Oof, okay, so we get our Nemesis here. What is Nemesis? Oh man, she has quick. Oh, she's gonna kill us with the quick strike. I should have put damage on Beak here. That's fine. Okay, so Callisto comes into play. Our Nemesis side scheme comes into play with 2 per player threat and an amplify. When it's defeated, the player defeats the scheme, search the encounter, discard upon sets the area for a knife fight. So this card and reveal it. Oh, that's not good at all. Damage. Oh man. Okay, that's rough. Okay, so we shuffle these Nemesis cards into the counter deck. Callisto, because she's a minion, enters play with toughness. And then she has quick strike here. Hitting with 3 + 1 with Thunderstorm. So 4 damage here with the quick strike. And I can't defend because I'm exhausted. So Beak will exhaust here to defend the attack of 4. Of course, whenever a knife fight treasure is reviewed, give Callisto a tough stats. I'm sure it has one. Oh, Sesame's coming, guys. Sesame. Okay, never mind. She didn't do anything. Alright, so we're going to shuffle up here. And yeah, these expert cards are really ramping up the scenario here with the Under Fire and then the Exhaustion. We still have Master Plan, which isn't that bad right now. Okay, so 4 damage on Beak, who's defending. He's knocked out, or else we would have just died. Okay, so Thunderstorm really came back to bite us in the butt. I think I had enough damage without Thunderstorm. Maybe I shouldn't have put that weather into play. Okay, what are we doing here? Choose a player, do 3 damage to the villain, instrument, engage that player. Resolve the special. Oh, Blast to Win, actually. Okay, wait. Can we play Blast to Win and Angel? We can. Okay, so that is going to be the play here. Resolve special ability. No, we do that after. Oh, dang it. Okay, so do I weather control first? Yeah, let's weather control first here. Actually, what does Knife Fight do? Oh, I should have checked what it does. Does it makes me take damage equal to a villain's attack or something like that? Is it? I don't remember. Dang it. Okay. All right. Let's not clear it off. We are going to use our weather control. So we'll swap the weather support and play with a different one. We can't do Star because we have the confuse on Blob. So we're gonna swap to Hurricane here. And especially it's remove 2 there from the scheme, so it's clear off the main. Okay. After we do our weather control or trigger the special weather support, we can exhaust the cape to ready up Storm. Okay. So now we're ready up here. Each character has retaliate 1. Well, that's not good. I don't want to take retaliate. I kind of messed up there, didn't I? If I play Blast to Win, I knock off some toughs. But then I can trigger the special. Do I keep Callisto in play? I think I keep Callisto because she's gained for 1. This guy's gained for 2. Man, Pyro is nasty here. I think that's fine. Yeah, okay. So we're going to waste a Blast to Win because I don't want to take retaliate. So yeah, I messed that up, I think. Okay, we'll do 3 resources right here so I can play Blast to Win. So 3 cost event, choose a player, so we choose ourselves. Do 3 damage to the villain engagement engage with that player. Resolve the special of your weather support. So, oh, wait. Oh, special is remove 2 there from a scheme. Guys, hold up. I messed this whole turn up. Then we just do 3. That's fine. All right, it don't matter. Okay, so we're gonna resolve special is remove 2 threat from a scheme. Do I have to clear it off of that? I think I have to. Okay, all right, hold up, guys. Sorry, guys. I messed that entire turn up. Let's. I have to go back here because I read the card entirely wrong. Okay, so we're exhausted. We have the cape still ready out. I apologize for this, guys. We're on Thunderstorm. Okay, I think I just have to Thunderstorm here first. So we'll do 3 resources here so we can play Lightning Bolt. So wait, wrong card. We're gonna play Blast to Win. So choose a player. We choose ourselves. Do 3 damage to a villain and each minion engaged with that player. So 3 damage on Blob brings it from 19 down to 16. And 3 to each minion just knocks off both their toughs. Okay, and then no retaliate because everyone gets +1 attack. Okay, so now we just resolve a special of your weather support here. So now we can exhaust the cape here with the Blast to Win to ready up Storm after resolving that. Okay, and we have 3 attack. So we are going to, I think we take out Pyro. Could take out Callisto. I don't want this thing to trigger. I think we do Pyro. Okay, so we're going to exhaust, swing for 3 on Callisto because it's +1 with the Thunderstorm. Then we're going to use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of Angel by 1. Angel says reduce the cost by 1 if your Denny has to meet your extra trait, which we do have. So he's only 1 cost now. Storm's Crown can generate the resource on our weather support, which is 1 energy. So we can play Angel here for 1 cost. When display, exhaust Utopia to rip on our X-Men character. Angel will be readied up with the Tough Stats card. And then Angel's going to just swing for 2. We'll take out Callisto. He'll take consequent damage and lose his Tough Stats card. And then we're going to flip down here, readied up, down to Alter Ego. And then we're going to exhaust. Wait. Before I flip down, I didn't use my weather control. Yeah. So, wait a minute. What is this? I think I take damage equal to an enemy's attack. So I think I just clear it off. I think that's what it does. So we haven't used weather control this turn. We use our Blast to Wind to trigger Storm's Cape. We're use weather control now. We're going to change over to Hurricane here. And then the special is to remove 2 there from the scheme. So we'll take 2 off of the leader of the Morlocks to get rid of that Amplify. When it's defeated, the player who defeats this game searches the encounter deck and discard upon sets that area for a Knife Fight and reviews it. What does Knife Fight do? Does it kill me? I don't think it does, right? Okay. When reviewed in hero form, choose an enemy with the highest attack, take damage equal to this attack. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna shuffle up here. And then its attack is only Blob has the highest attack with 2, Power has 0. And then because of Hurricane, we don't have the +1 attack applied to everybody. So it's just 2 damage here from Blob. Alright, so knife fight gets reviewed here after we clear this. And then, so we choose enemy with highest attack, which is Blob. Take damage equal to its attack, so we take 2 damage, drop down to 2. And do damage to enemy equal to your attack, which is also 2. So 2 more damage on Blob brings it down to 14. Alright, that resolves. Now we're going to flip down to Alter Ego. And let's desperately heal by 3. Brings from 2 back up to 5 here. I need my garden. Alright, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we're going to draw back up to your hands here of 6. Ooh, we got the garden. Alright. And we got build support here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it is Villain's turn. Blob's going to add 1 to the main, goes up to 2. He is going to scheme because we're in Alter Ego here. He's confused though, so nothing happens. Then Pyro's going to scheme for 2, so main goes up to 4. If it gets an advance, it'll probably pop. We get dealt in face on counter card, which is Homo Superior. Attach a minion, so we give it to Pyro here and give it a tough status card. Dang it. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. Attach minion gets +5 hit points. Okay, so he has 9 life here and a tough status card. At least I didn't Surge, I guess. Okay, it's back over to our turn. Since we have so many readies, let's exhaust and heal by 3. Bring us from 5 up to 8. Then we're going to play Aurora's Crown here. Our garden, Got the mansion. No resource cards, though. I feel like I'm built out enough where I don't need the mansion. If I do this, I could... Gambit is probably going to be a play. Okay, let's use Heli here to reduce the cost next level 1 so we can play Aurora's Garden here. It's a 1-cost support. As an Alter Ego action, we can exhaust the garden to heal 2 damage from your identity. So we are an Alter Ego. Let's do that. Exhaust this card. Heal 2. Bring some 8 back up to our full life of 10. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better here. Now, how do I get the damage off? I definitely have damage to kill Pyro, I think. We're going to go ahead and flip up here to Hero Form. We're going to just go ahead and use Weather Control. So we're going to swap this over to Thunderstorm. The special is to do 2 damage to enemy. We'll knock off the tough and Pyro. Okay. Then each character has +1 attack now. After we use our special, we can exhaust the cape to ready up Storm. So we're ready up here with +1 attack, so we have 3 attack. What is this? Just +5 hit points, nothing else. Okay, so he just has 9 life. So we're going to just swing for 3. Put it on Pyro. Then Angel is going to swing for 2. +1 attack here, so 3 more damage. So 6 total damage on Pyro, and Angel takes a consequential damage. Okay. So what I could do here is Gambit, Tic-Tac-Toe. Yeah, we're going to exhaust the crown to generate an energy here. This would be 2 more resources for a total of 3, so we can play Gambit. When we play Gambit, we're going to exhaust Utopia to ready up our X-Men characters, ready up Storm. And when Gambit has a response, when it enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Tuck 1 underneath them, so only the boost is available. Oh man, we have only 1s. We want this. Oh, this is going to be the boost for Blob. Unfortunately. I could have him just attack Gambit and Gambit lives though. If villain's Blob, give him additional boost coverage activation. Yeah, so we're going to take that. And we get a caught off guard. So I'll caught off guard Tic-Tac-Toe. Okay, so we'll put Immovable as a card underneath Gambit. And he gets +1 thwart, and where his thwart and attack equal to the boost icons of the card, which is 1. So it's 1 thwart, 1 attack. We put this back on top in the same order. I would love the piercing from Bandolier Stakes, but that's fine. Oh, Gambit actually comes with toughness. I forgot. Because of this thing. And he's going to be right up here. Okay, it don't matter that he has toughness, I think. Let's swing for 3 with Thunderstorm. So 3 damage on Pyro. So 6 plus 3 more is going to be 9 damage, and that will defeat him with his 9 life with the buff that he got from the attachment there. Yeah, so 9 life. Yep, he's gone. Okay, cleared off all the minions now. We're going to play Tic-Tac-Toe. It's a 0-cost upgrade, but we're just going to discard it. And that's gonna turn. Let's right back up. Okay, I think we are in control here. Blob will get a ram turn whenever we deck out, which is pretty soon. But if we survive that, should be good to go. And I got a triple here. Drawn back up to 5. Okay. Blob's turn, he's gonna add 1 to the main, it goes up to 5 threat. He attacks, Gambit blocks. Hitting with the base of 2, boost is 0. He gets +1 attack with Thunderstorm though, so 3 damage knocks out the tough from Gambit, which is fine. Then we get dealt one face down counter card, which is Caught Off Guard. This card upgrade support control, so we're gonna discard the tic-tac-toe because it was free to play anyways. Alright, and it's back over to our turn. Alright, we are rolling here. Let me think here. Which I could, no, I think I want to clear off build support for sure. Before we do that, we want to, actually I'm drawing the other thing as well. Okay, priority here is build support, stick to itiveness, and then maybe just torrential rain to throw off the main because we're gonna deck out. Okay, so let's do, we need to attack first. So let's go ahead and swing for 3 with Thunderstorm on Blob. He doesn't have anything, right? Yeah. I'll bring him from, wait, he did not damage Gambit, so he doesn't get stunned. Okay, so 3 damage on Blob, brings him from 14 down to 11. Let's do Angel will swing for 2 + 1, so another 3 damage, brings him from 11 down to 8. Angel will take a consequence damage. Next, we're gonna use the triple resource here because we're at full life, so we can play a stick to itiveness. 2-cost upgrade. It's hero action when exhaust and spend a physical resource to ready up your hero. Let's exhaust a helicarrier to reduce the cost, and next shot we play by 1. So we can play build support. So player side scheme comes in with 3 per player threat. If we clear it off, we can search our deck and discard off for any support, and we can put it into play, which will be the X-Jet. Okay, so we got that now. Now, I want torrential rain. But we change first. Okay, so we're gonna use our Will of Control. We're gonna swap this over to, where is it? We're gonna swap this over to, what am I, Hurricane, yeah, okay. So Hurricane here, we're swapping over Hurricane. And it says, each character gains retaliate 1, specials remove 2 threat from the scheme. We'll take 2 off of build support. Since we use that ability, we can now exhaust a cape to ready up Storm. And actually, if I hit Blob, I get retaliate on. I could just thwart for safe play. Do I? No, yeah, it's fine. Might as well. We're doing 2 damage to Blob. I'm gonna take retaliate 1 now. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and we're Thor for 2, so we'll clear off build support here. So when this side scheme is defeated, each player searches deck and discard pile for a support that costs 3 less when in play. This goes in victory split. So we remove that. We look through a discard pile here for the good old X-Jet. And we'll put this into play. So X-Jet is a 3-cost support. We exhaustively generate a wild resource for a player whose identity has the X-Men trait. So we had to use that earlier, but now we get it back. And we do have the X-Men trait here in our hero form. Kind of just want to play Shadowcat. She doesn't really do anything, but she'll ready up Storm. And then we just have another ally here with toughness. Could be pretty good. I mean, I'll probably toss the tough though to do some more thwarting though. Yeah, let's use extra as 1 resource. This would be a 2nd resource here with Storm's Crown, generate physical. This would be a 3rd resource here, so we can play Shadowcat. When we play Shadowcat, play only if you have the X-Men trait, which you do have. We can exhaust Utopia to ready up an X-Men character, which is Storm. And then Shadowcat will come with toughness because of the environment, or the main scheme's ability. And then we just do Storm Thorst for 2 with the +1 from our crown. Do I? Yeah, I don't want him to pop the main scheme because in advance, so let's have Shadowcat Thor for 2 as well. She'll take consequence damage, lose a tough. Alright, that's gonna end our turn. Okay, this would be a big ramp turn here for Blob because we're gonna be decking out. But hopefully, I think we have the allies in the health to survive this. So let's ready back up. Advance would be a little bit scary, but we're getting non-responsibility, I believe. So we're drawing back up to 5 here. Yeah, we got everything that we need here. Okay, so we deck out. We get dealt with face on counter. This is a really good turn for us to deck out because of the triple allies, full health, and the not my responsibility in case it gets an advance. So we should be smooth sailing right here. Now all we want to do is get the laser swords out. and then go crazy with all the readies that we have here at Storm. But we have 1, 2, 3 readies. So we're swinging for 7 damage with the laser swords. Then we can swing total 4 times. So that'll be 28 damage. So I want to kill Blob probably next turn, get the next villain, and then we can burst down the last 2 villains, hopefully, and avoid the last encounter card from flipping villains. Alright, so we're all shuffled up here. 5 cards in hand, including a double. And double torrential rain. Okay, it is Blob's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us here. And with a base of 2, I think Gambit blocks, right? Who has 1? No, Angel can block. Okay, Angel's going to exhaust to defend. Hitting with a base of 2. This would be a boost card. 2, so 4 damage takes out Angel. Alright. Okay, so he would have stunned Angel, that's fine. Then we could deal with his encounter card. So we have 2 encounter cards here. First one is Switchblade. Attached to a minion with the highest attack. Otherwise, this card gains Surge because there are no minions, so it's going to Surge here. So we get Brotherhood, Beatdown. We're reviewed for each of the following enemies in play. We do the following effect. It's just Blob here. So Blob says you're stunned. Which is fine with our readies. Yeah, okay, so we just get stunned. No other Brotherhood. Last encounter card, another one. So this is actually really good because it's still only Blob. So we are stunned. We're already stunned. Nothing else happens. Okay. All right, guys. That was not bad. Okay, it's back over to our turn here. Okay, I don't want to float. I think I hold on to this and we just push Blob. We had retaliate 1, but Blob took out Angel, so it didn't matter. Okay, so I give him extra attack. I mean, this stuff is kind of a waste here. Let's draw a card. No, I think I swapped to drawing a card last. Okay, so let's use our weather control. We're gonna change over to Thunderstorm. So special is a do 2 damage to enemy, 2 on Blob, brings him down to 6 life. And it's not attack, so even though we're stunned, we can do that. We're just going to attack here, which will remove the stun. Okay, so everyone's +1 attack now. Let's go ahead. No Utopia trigger, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and play. Oh no, I can't get the attack. I think I messed up again. All right, it's fine. We're gonna first have Gambit swing for 2 with the Thunderstorm. So I'll bring Blob from 6 down to 4. Gambit takes a consequence damage. Shotcat's gonna swing also for 2. That'll bring it. Wait. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. So that'll bring him from 4 down to 2. Shotcat takes a consequence damage. I've got we have the ready here with Stick to Itiveness. So let's use Stick to Itiveness here. Exhaust to spend a physical resource. Declare the wall from extra to be a physical. So that we can ready back up. Then we're going to swing for 3 with Thunderstorm on Blob. And that will bring him from 2 down to 0. This will defeat Blob here. So he goes in Victory Display. Okay, so next we have here. I always forget this when I play scenario. Otherwise, so we get down and conquer after we flip the villain. And then in a review the next villain, which is Avalanche. And then, okay, so that's it. So Avalanche comes in with toughness. He's going to have, I can't see his hit points, 18 life there. So 18 life. Comes in with toughness. And then 4 response after he attacks you, exhausts an ally you control. Okay. Okay, so we just flipping over with Storm's attack. He has the toughness there. Okay, so now I think what we do here is we Weather Goddess. Yeah, so we're going to play Weather Goddess. Swap your support with the support of your choice from the Weather deck. So we're going to swap over to Clear Skies here. Oh, I could have done that to clear the stun. That's fine. That would have been way better. Each character gains star and special to draw a card. So we trigger the special here, which is to draw a card. And after triggering the special, we can exhaust the cape to ready the storm back up. Ooh, wait a minute. We got Avengers Mansion. That was a pretty good draw. So let's use a Helicarrier to reduce the cost and start play by 1. So Mansion's only 3 costs now. We're going to use, then we toss 1 Torrential Rains. We don't need the resource here. Yeah, so we use 3 resources right here so I can play the Avengers Mansion. Now we're like fully built out. We exhaust Avengers Mansion to choose player draw a card. We'll draw a card for ourselves. Here's a tic-tac-toe, which we can play here for free. Zero cost upgrade. Here, action may spend a resource of any type to move damage from a character to an empty space above. Okay, so now we got this down as well. All right. So we got the economy here. After he attacks, you exhaust and ally control. I'm getting double encounter cards, so I don't think I want to flip here. I like the not my responsibility in my hand to potentially flip though, but I think it's okay. Let's just go ahead and swing for 2, and we'll knock off the tough. No, we're gonna throw for 2 and just clear out the main. I think yeah, let's throw out the main because he could get an advance. Okay, that's gonna end our turn. It's right back up here. So we weren't able to Utopia there because we didn't get an ally. Wait a minute. Sorry, guys. Before we end our turn, we had the Cape Crown here ready. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to trigger Tic-Tac-Toe. So exhaust a crown to generate a wild resource for Tic-Tac-Toe. So we can declare a wild to be a physical, and we can move a damage from a character to the corresponding space. So we're going to move a damage from Shadowcat over to a physical line there. And then we're going to end our turn. So now we can write everything back up. Apologize for forgetting that, guys. All right, and then we're gonna drop it up to our hands. Let's 5. Hold on to these 2 cards. I remember that I have access to Stalwart there. Forge isn't as good here, but I mean he's still okay. So it is just being a cheap X-Men ally for us to trigger Utopia with. Avalanche's turn is gonna add 1 to me. He's gonna attack us. So after he attacks, you exhaust an ally you control. Ooh, so okay. So he's gonna hit us here for 4. He gets a boost, and the other ally gets exhausted. Ooh, that's actually pretty rough. Okay, we'll block with Gambit. Same with a base of 4, gets a boost of 1, so 5 damage, takes out Gambit here. And then this card will get discarded. And then we have the exhaustion ally that we control, which is Shadowcat. Then we get dealt 1 face down kind card for a total of 2 cards here. First one is Avalanche. Oh no, that's that. Okay, so whenever that happens, if a minion with the same title as the new villain is engaged with a player, discard the minion and the villain activates. So we discard Avalanche because they're both Avalanche with a unique rule. They can't both be here. So Avalanche is going to attack us here for 4 plus a boost here. And I think we just defend. We don't have our... Yeah, we're going to exhaust to defend. We have 1-2 defense because of the K green with +1 defense. So we're defending for 2. Same with a base of 6 or 6 total damage. I mean, not a base. So 6 minus our defense of 2. We take 4. Brings down to 6. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't attack again, or else we may just die. Okay, and then we already exhausted out. We could show we can't exhaust it again. Last encounter card is Homo Superior attached to min. There are no minions, so it's gonna surge into an advance. Okay, that's actually okay. So he's gonna scheme here with a base of 2. It's a boost card here of 2. So he's scheming for 4. We're just gonna let it happen. Save the non-responsibility. So 4 gets added to the main. It goes from 1 up to 5. Okay, so we lived that there. We could have died if we got another attack though. Fortunately, we are alive. Okay, it's back over to our turn. Let's mansion. Draw a card. Part of me wants to just fill up the tic-tac-toe here. I for sure want to end the turn, giving him -1 attack. So, don't need a torrential rain yet. Let's do damage here. So we're going to weather control, swap over to thunderstorm. Special is a D2 damage to enemy, knocks out the tough from avalanche. Then we trigger our special on the weather support, so we can exhaust Storm's cape to ready up Storm. We have +1 attack. Let's swing for 3 on Avalanche. Brings from 18 down to 15. Let's stick to Itness. The extra generates a water resource, declare it to be physical to ready up Storm again. Swing for 3 again. Brings Avalanche from 15 down to 12. We're going to exhaust a Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. Let's use a resource here. So we can play good old Forge. Forge has toughness because of the environment. When he enters play, exhaust Utopia to ready up X-Men, which is Storm. Forge will be ready up here. Yeah, we can stay up in hero form because of tic-tac-toe. So if I torrential rain, oh man, actually, I may want to flip. Oof. If we get a defense event, though, we'll be solid. But if I don't, we're going to be taking more hits from Avalanche. Let's go ahead and swing for 3 on Avalanche. That'll bring it from 12 down to 9. And then, let me think here. I want to clear off the main. I might just flip here. Yeah, we're going to use 2 resources here so we can play Torrential Rain. Oh wait, no, we need to play Weather Goddess. Okay, so we're gonna play Weather Goddess here. Swap your weather support and play with the support of your choice from the weather deck and resolve it special. So we're gonna swap it now for Hurricane. Each character, actually, do I want to do Blizzard? That's fine. We'll do Hurricane. So each character gets retired one. Special is remove 2 that from this game. Drops from 5 down to 3. You know what I could do here is just tic-tac-toe 3 times. No, it's gonna be all. I'm gonna overload on physicals, unfortunately. If I do this, I think I misplayed there again. Let's do the Crown Gem resource. This would be another resource here to play Torrential Rain. Here, actually, don't remove 3 from a scheme. We'll just clear off the main here. I think we're just gonna flip down. All right, let's flip down to Alter Ego. We can exhaust our Garden to Hue 2 as Alter Action, bring us from 6 back up to 8. I think it's important to keep our health up here because if the villain ramps like that, it could go bad for us. That's going to end our turn. Let's right back up. I can have Forge take the damage with his Tough, which is going to be pretty good because he doesn't have an exhaust. We're going to drop back up to 6, hold on to the not my responsibility. My laser swords. Ooh, all resources, no laser swords. Okay, it's Avalanche's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's scheming because we're an Alter Ego with a base of 2. Gets a boost card here of 1. He's just scheming for 3. I think we actually just hold on to not responsibility. So he's going to scheme for 3. The man goes up to 4 threat. We'll save for an advance. Then we can down an encounter card, which is Groundswell. Oh crap. When reviewed, Avalanche activates against you. That's Avalanche. He's going to activate. If he's not in play, we do that effect. He is in play. So he's going to activate here. He's going to scheme because we're an Alter Ego. He gets a boost card here. And I think it's fine. We're going to use this. So he's scheming with a base of 2. Gets a boost of 2. So he's scheming for 4. He's about to add 4 more threat to the main scheme, which would advance the main scheme because it advanced at 7. It's going to hit 8, but we're going to play not my responsibility as interrupt. When any amount of threat we place on a scheme, so 4 threat, you or your ally takes it as damage instead. So we're going to put this 4 here as damage. Actually, can Forge take damage? Yeah, the Tough will block damage taken, right? Yeah. It's not a cost. You or ally takes damage instead. We're going to put the 4 damage here on Forge, which just knocks off his Tough. So really good value there because now Forge is ready up to activate. All right, and that's going to end the villain phase. Okay, so it's back over to our turn. And we could also always put on Shadowcat here. Let's exhaust the mansion. Draw a card. Oh man, we just got all resource cards here. I can try draw more cards because I can afford to play everything. Let's use our Garden here to Hue 2 more. So go back up to our full life of 10. We're going to flip up to Hero Form. We're going to Weather Control. So I think we're just, actually maybe, do I go for a push? I don't know. Let's swap to Clear Skies here. So each character gains starved, and especially as we can draw a card. Get Ragey, okay. Blast of Wind can draw me another card. Yeah, we're gonna just do it. We'll just use a triple resource right here. So we can play Blast of Wind. So here, action choose a player. We choose ourselves. Do 3 damage to the villain each main engaged player. So 3 to Avalanche. Brings from 9 down to 6. And then resolve special of your weather support, which is Clear Skies. Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. I'm going to first attack for 2. So bring him down to 4. And then we play the Blast of Wind here. So we resolve special here, which is to draw us a card. And then now I can, another resource card. Okay. Now I can trigger our Cape, exhaust this, so that we can ready Storm back up because we triggered our special here on Clear Skies, dancing the Blast of Wind. Okay, so a little bit of an unfortunate hand here. I don't think I have the push here, but I think we just push him anyways. I don't want to get that other encounter card though. We have Get Ragey. Okay, I think we kill him. We can go for a big push next turn, just end it next turn. So here we just chill for a little bit. So let's swing for, we're gonna swing for 2. That'll bring Avalanche from 4 down to 2. Forge is gonna swing for 1. That'll bring him down to 1 life. Forge will take a consequential damage. Shadowcat's gonna throw for 2 from the main. She'll take a consequential damage. Then we're going to use a Colossus, reduce the cost of playing by 1. If your den has a mutual extra trait, we do have that. So we only need 3 resources to play for him. This is a triple here to play Colossus because we're at full life. He has toughness. He'll be readied up. When we play him, we can exhaust Utopia to write up another X-Men character, which is Storm. Storm will clear off the main here. And then we're going to tic-tac-toe. Oh man, it's not that much tic-tac-toe because we're at so much life. Dang it. Okay, we're going to tic-tac-toe here by using a energy resource to move a damage from Shadowcat to energy line. And then we'll use a mental resource to move a damage from Forge over to a mental line. And I wish I had more damage to heal. I shouldn't have Aurora's Garden. That's going to turn us right up. So even when we don't draw the laser swords or whatever, I think we still have the kill here either way because of this. Let's draw back up to 5. Okay, ooh, double lightning bolt. Okay, Avalanche's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us here. Base of 2 gets a boost card here. So I have to exhaust an ally we control after this attack. So Forge will defend. Hitting with a base of 4 plus 3, so 7 damage here. Takes out Forge. With the exhaust an ally, let's exhaust Shadowcat. Then we get dealt a face down encounter card, which is Under Siege. Whenever you place 3 threat on this scheme, for each Brotherhood mutant's character in play, there's only 1, so only 3 threat on this side scheme here with an acceleration. So that is fine. Let's back over to our turn. I think we have it here, guys. Alright, yeah, that side scheme is not that bad at all. Okay. Alright, so he has 1 life there, and I have a Get Ragey here for Colossus. Let's go ahead and use our weather control. We're going to swap here to... Oh, wait. Yeah, it's fine. We can swap the Thunderstorm. So specials to do 2 damage to enemy. We're going to do 2 damage to Avalanche. That'll bring it from 1 down to 0. So that will defeat Avalanche. He's going into victory display. So Blob and Avalanche are in the victory display. We defeated 2 of them now. And then we decided to do 1 more, which is Toad here with 16 life. Okay, and then after the villain is defeated, we get a face down encounter card here. Okay, alright, I think we're all good here. And we have the thematic Thunderbolts on Toad, which is going to be really cool. Do I just... let's... Avengers Mansion. We can draw a card. We can see how much damage we do here, because I think we're going to do a lot. Just make sure I have enough for Thunderbolt. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, okay. So let's do... What are we doing? We're going to first swing for 3 on Toad. That'll bring from 16 down to 13, because we have +1 attack with our Thunderstorm. Then we're going to have Colossus swing for 4. That'll bring from 13 down to 9. He gets +1 attack with Thunderstorm. He'll take constant damage through the tough. We're going to play Get Ragey, read up an ally. The ally gets +1 attack at the end of the phase. So now he has 5 attack with Thunderstorm. Let's swing in for 5. That'll bring Toad from 9 all the way down to 4. Colossus would take 2 constant damage for attacking. Then for a thematic finish here, we can use Helicarrier to reduce the cost next card we play by 1. So Lightning Bolt is only 2 cost. This is a double resource to play our Lightning Bolt. So here, Ash attack, do 8 damage to enemy. If Thunderstorm is in play, resolve its special. 8 damage will defeat Toad, bring him down to 0, and hit 4 life. So we're going to do 4 overkill there. And a special Thunderbolt is 2 more damage to enemy. That's 6 overkill on Toad using Thunderbolt to defeat him. And then we can also use Storm's Cape after you trigger special your red support, ready up Storm. We swing in for 3 again. So overkilling Toad by 9. Actually, what's his force response? Ooh, I forgot he had a tough status card. So we're going to give him 3 extra life there. So 6 overkill damage because I forgot to do the tough. I apologize for that, guys. So we did that. And then we're going to use 1. Let's do Storm's Cape as 1 resource. This would be 2 more for total 3 to play a second Lightning Bolt. So it's going to do another 8 damage plus the Thunderstorm, so 10 more damage. 16 overkill here on Toad. And then we can also do... Well, I wanted to do Tic-Tac-Toe. I think we just do Tic-Tac-Toe though. We can exhaust this. Spend a physical resource. Declare extra to be a physical. Ready up Storm again. We'll swing for another 3. For 19 overkill damage here on the Toad. And they're defeated here. But yeah, alright guys, thank you so much to all our channel members for all of your support. I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay here with Storm. And yeah, we got it there with a thematic finished, and you know what happens to a Toad whenever it's struck by lightning. And yeah, whenever we defeat 3 of the Brotherhood of Mutants villains, then we officially win this scenario on expert mode. I hope you guys all enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.